Okay, so we're here with one of my best friends, Antony Cadogan White.
What up?
He just top 32'd YCS Lille with the deck he's been playing since the beginning. He was the first person to pick up the deck, like before all the stuff was legal, and that is Prophecy / Spellbooks. This is before Judgment Day, so it's quite an achievement. He did it, I knew he could do it. So, yeah, what do you want to say about the event and stuff before we get into the deck profile?
I made a terrible misplay, which cost me the top 32, but yeah, I was happy with it.
Yeah, I think he did really well. And what else happened with the Gaios thing? And like, there was a ruling thing that
yeah,
took
they
a
just
while.
sort of he mind controlled my priestess, summoned the Vistius, then made Gaios, and he realized afterwards.
Yeah, you can't do it because it's 2 levels.
And I pretty much just said, I don't care. I want to change it, accept the game state. I just want to continue the game, you know.
Anyway,
then,
let's get into the. Oh yeah, carry on.
And he has a Diva on the field. I have a priestess. He's got like 2,800 life points left, and I'm thinking I can end this if I just summon the magician, go for power, and swing over it. I forget to activate priestess, and I read an abyss sphere, so I didn't really want to blow anything up to begin with. And then he had torrential. Okay, that's fine. I used life. He has dust tornado. I can't do anything from there.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get into the deck profile and
Okay.
showcase the deck and do some explanations and stuff,
This is a good
because
part.
people still don't understand the deck fully. They just think Judgment of the Light and whatever, and whatever. Not what's it called, Judgment Day and Tachyon, whatever. So, anyways, let's get into the deck profile.
Okay, so first things first. 2 effect Veiler.
And you want to spin them around?
They're just kind of staple, really, in Prophecy. You can sync with them, you can discard them, you can search them with Starhole. There's like nothing bad about them, really. Next up is one Breaker. Didn't really want to run it, but I thought I needed a bit more back row hit and a bit more control. Actually turns me quite a big help against stuff like Dino Rabbit, a couple of Mermails. Yeah, that's much to say about that. I guess you can make Arcanites and Ancient Psychic Wyverns with that and Veiler and life. Moving on. The Prophecy stuff, 3 Priestess, of course it's Priestess.
Yeah, it's the best, it's the dark arm of the deck, the Hyperdeath.
You're a bad player if you have to ask about that.
Yeah.
And Triple Justice, I was considering 2 for the event, but I just thought I needed the consistency because I had a very low monster count for this event. So yeah, I just threw 3 in and it worked quite well. I got them when I needed to. Yeah. And then 3 Magician, it's Magician, it's Spellbooks, blah blah blah, etc. etc. If you don't run 3, then you're bad and you should probably quit Yu-Gi-Oh! So 1 MST, just to give myself a bit more background.
Sorry, how many monsters is that?
Oh, yeah, that is 11, I think. No, 12.
Did you not feel you wanted Temperance, even though, like, without Judgment Day, or did you not like it, or any other thing you kind of maybe wanted to play or whatever?
The only time I could have used Temperance was in that last game, and I guess it wouldn't have matched Soul Taker.
Yeah. And, what about, like, the build that topped San Diego, like, used the Magellin or whatever, the Madolche card? Did you think that was... Or
no, not really. I mean, like, he didn't get through Swiss with it, so I didn't really count it.
Yeah, okay then, fair enough.
So yeah, moving on to
this is the first legitimate top 32 Prophecy deck. Legitimate.
What about Bockham?
Yeah, but that was old format. This is now this format.
That was unknown anyway.
Anyways.
Fine, whatever.
Right.
So yeah, 1 MST, just give me a bit more background. Hey, give me something chained to Abyss Sphere.
Yeah.
Which is something I never got to do today because of my fucking MSTs were on the bottom. The 3 staples, Heavy Storm, Monster 1,
the
Dark
Trinity,
Hole.
obviously.
1 Double Lively Crescent. I just thought I needed something, just give me another search. Even though it's kind of random, a bit inconsistent, it helps a lot during the event.
It helps like game 1, I guess. Yeah.
It helps when you top it, really.
Okay.
I guess if you got like Tower on the field, you draw into it, you're just like, yes, I can do something this turn. And also, if you use that, if you get that in a sequence in your hand first turn, you've got a triple fate for free. Right. And then 3 double secrets to search my spellbooks.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. 2 power.
I think this card is really good.
I don't know really how I felt about 2. I could have used like a 3rd every so often, but it was good. I can't complain. It did what it needed to do. Spellbook of Life, just 1 life. I used to run 3 at one point for the Veiler plays, but it's just not as useful anymore. It revives stuff and then it does.
You just like bring Priestess back mainly, isn't it?
1 Eternity, just get my banished spellbooks back. I didn't run more than 1 because the loop only needs 1, and I never banish it anyway. It dead draws it too. 2 Wisdom. One of these was originally the MST, but yeah, they're lances.
It's too good.
Do lance things.
Yeah, exactly. It's just protection.
They're not quite as helpful as they used to be. Like because of Mermails now, I tend to side 1 or 2 of them out.
Yeah, because they don't normally play like real traps game 1 anyways.
Yeah. And 2 Master. They copy books. I can't really say anything. As soon as I get a book that I can use, like Secrets or...
But the first turn optimal plays like Secrets into Master, into Tower or Fate, isn't it?
Secrets into Master into Fate is better, because then you can just sort of build whatever comes out, or reset your own Magician. 2 Spellbook Tower, just to... but it's for the extra draws, really. Some people run 1, I like to run 2.
How did you rate the 2? Because
I've never had any problem with 2. I stuck with 2 when I first got it, I'm going to stick with 2 now. 2 Starhole. These things won me so many games because people tend to ignore them. It's a really crap card. And then eventually, like, a couple of turns in, you got like 13, 14 counters on each one. They can't do a thing to you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The most I had this weekend was 27 counters on it.
Oh my god.
That was amazing.
That is crazy.
Why 2? Why not just 1?
That was when I ran out of dice.
Why 2? Why not just 1?
Because, I don't know really, it helped, like the 2 helped because you saw in that top 32 game, I saw MST1 search magician,
you MST'd 1 to search
the other,
something.
get on the magician out. So like,
Can you precess your own cards? Can you precess that?
yeah. So like the searches help as well, especially if like you open Starhole, Tower Master, whatever, or Tower Secrets. If they storm you, you get some pluses, so it's all good. 2 Fate, probably the best card in the game. It's like my out everything.
It doesn't target as well. That's so broken.
I prefer to use the 2
Learn how
book.
to play around this card.
Bam, I'm talking. I prefer to use the 2 book effect just because.
Less benefit.
Yeah, it's less banishing. It's more recess on the Great Future Return with Tower or Priestess. Plus, you can reset your own magician in case they launch something. So it's sort of a fallback kind of thing. And then for traps, 2 Torrential just helps wipe the field. I like my mass removal. Not much to say about Torrential. It's Torrential.
Yeah, it's a good trap.
2 Mirror Force.
How was this?
They were pretty good. I didn't actually use them as much as I liked to. Most of the time when I played them against mermails, which I should have done to begin with, but I did.
Yeah, you like avoided them all of day 1, didn't you?
Like double stayest. Yeah, I avoided mermails all day 1, which is great, and I played so many of them this week, like today. Yeah, it's just like mass removal. It helps against swarm decks. Yeah, that's about it. For that. And then finally 2 Fiendish Chain. Fiendish Chain is much better, game 1 against stuff like mermails and Dino Rabbit. It just sort of locks everything down.
Yeah,
it helps
just
a lot.
stops effects. Like with the Fiendish Chains and Veilers, like it protects you enough.
Yeah, I'm also threatening Raw because it kind of did the same thing, but I was expecting more Fire Fist today, which I just didn't see. I saw like 1 Fire Fist all weekend, and that's about it.
So 40 card main deck.
40 card main deck. Do you want me to do the extra or side?
Do the extra first, just because we're getting a little low on time.
So I'll do the Exceeders first. 1 Diagnostic Phoenix. If I get 2 Magicians out, I can attack.
Yeah, I saw that in the top 32. You did that for game.
1 Gachi Gantetsu. Just provides some defense. It's alright against mermails. Not much to say about it. 1 Shining Elf, which I didn't really use this weekend, but it's a spellcaster, which is good.
So you can like power and stuff.
You can protect it, you can power it, you can use Fate with it, and its effect isn't too bad either. Let's see, rank 3, just 1 Zen Mines, because I never ever go into rank 3. It has never happened to me at all. But it's Zen Mines that protects you from mermails and stuff.
If you need that rank 3, it's like one of the best rank 3s.
Which never happens. 1 Utopia, I don't really go into rank 4s either, but sometimes it will be helpful. Again, I didn't make it this weekend.
Like Breaker, Life, or something, anything like that, innit?
1 Hierophant, just because if I have like a huge spell book, I can wipe their back row. I used it once in this against Dino Rabbit, and it just destroyed him.
Oh, you actually made it?
Yes.
That's actually broken.
And then 1 Big Eye, it's Big Eye, it takes
Big Eye's
monsters, it just rapes. And then the
Freaking
Synchros, where should we start? Start with level 5s. 1 Catastor, just to catastorize things.
It's Catastor, it's a staple.
I don't have to say that.
Catastorize.
CG Hyper Librarian, it's a spellcaster, it helps you draw cards.
That's quite relevant, the fact
it lets you draw cards if you do synchro plays, which I actually don't do anymore, but it still is a spellcaster. 1 Tempest Magician.
Did you ever do this? Like, counters?
But you could like massive burn for game. If I could do that, it never actually came up in my head. Like, if I had another life, maybe I would have done it more often, but yeah.
That's peak.
And then 1 Black Rose, wipe the field with 1 card, summon Magician, banish Breaker, summon Veiler with life, sync, blah 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 blah.
Staple synchro.
And one of my old favourite cards, which I never get to use anymore, Intrinsic Wyvern. Basically, if you have high life points in your opponent, it gains attack equal to the difference, and it can grab itself for 1,000 life points. You make it with 1 card, and whatever. And if you like Priestess, summon that, power, it's game. Which never comes up anymore, but still, it's a nice.
It's relevant if you can do it. Like
1 Arcanite, it's Arcanite, it's a spellcaster.
You play spellcasters in the deck, you can synchro into it.
Crimson Blade, just help against mermails and 1 Ox and I guess dragons when they come out.
Yeah.
And then finally, Scrap Dragon. Probably one of my favorite plays in the deck is to go Priestess, summon Veiler, close something out with Priestess, sync for 8, activate life 5 Priestess, Scrap Dragon, the life. And that's 58. That's like blow up 3 cards, done 58, 3 damage. Yeah. And then the side deck.
Side deck, fly through this.
Which I might have it literally might as well have been 2 MSTs this weekend because that's all I really used.
Really?
But start with 2 MSTs.
That's your
favorite. Yeah.
Me as well.
They were originally Breakers.
Black Jaden.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then my MSTs, that's hilarious.
And then 1 Fusion Wave Motion.
True.
I used this against mermails once all weekend.
I love this card.
And it was an absolute rape.
That and power is just.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
game.
an
What's its
absolute
effect?
rape. Basically, if you got level 7 or higher spellcaster on the field, you activate it. It can attack every monster your opponent controls, and the effect of that monster is negated. So they had Diva, Lind, Marksman, and something else. I think it was like a middle or something. And I just threatening roared, so yeah, they couldn't do shit to me. I activated the fusion wave motion, smacked everything.
That's broken. That's crazy. That's like a kill.
I couldn't
card
get
right
power
there.
into fusion off though, which was kind of sad.
You got power that we gain.
That is
It's like
ridiculous.
6
And then you search as well for each.
And then
One.
Tragodia just gives me a bit of my matchup, but I never got to use them this
Yeah.
weekend. 2 Max C, they help against Swarm decks, somewhat against mermails. Again, never really used them. The traps, I guess. One more Fiendish Chain, just in case I need it against mermails, down a rabbit,
Yeah.
whatever.
That's
I
his
hate
hardest
mermails.
matchup.
It is my hardest
Prophecy's
matchup,
hardest matchup was definitely Mermail.
definitely.
At the moment.
Mono isn't so
Yeah.
bad, but Undyne is just fucking annoying.
Glacier.
Glacier
Yeah,
destroys.
Yeah, Glacier is. Just,
Glacier is a
if they do that storm, summon, all this shit thing, then drop
and they can
Glacier.
just push
it's
the damage because you don't have that much defense really.
1 Compulse.
Yeah.
Compulse bounces stuff. It was just like a sort of favourite of mine. Didn't really use it this weekend, except against heroes, which that's another story.
Yeah,
Right,
let's not talk about that.
2 Rivalry. Mainly for like Dire Rabbit wind-ups, just sort of random decks I might see up during the day. It helped a bit, didn't really get to use it, so I can't really say much about it this weekend. 2 Mind Crush, love these things against mermails. I used them against you actually, didn't I?
Action Patel.
Yeah, that won me 1 game. Sadly, I still lost that game, but there we go. It just helps against mermails, anything that searches
Yeah.
really. I was sort of expecting to.
Did you play any mirror matches? Because like these cards rape the mirror match.
No, mirror matches just don't exist in Prophecy, and even if they did, they're kind of luck anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, soon.
And then finally 2 Threatening Roar, just gives me a bit more defense against mermails. They try to pop it with Megalo or whatever.
And
I
then
chain it.
Marksman, and then Chain, and then
And then I get
gives
a
a
free-
turn, and then
I
Priest.
get a free turn to do whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Although sometimes that free turn doesn't matter because I used 2 of these in my last game in a row and I still didn't draw anything to win. So yeah.
So that's the deck.
That's about it. Yeah.
So shout outs, all that stuff, like, you know, come on.
Shout out
What
to me.
the team, the your TO
you
of and all this, come on.
Screaming Hyperdeath, the Dark Arts Club in Cockfosters, my mom.
Okay.
He's like,
That crippled-
Mom, watch this.
That
Yeah,
crippled
take your
kid,
advantage,
the one crippled kid that I probably crippled myself.
Keep his mouth.
And I guess shout outs to this mat for being,
Being the best man.
Yeah, being a
being
good.
expensive and yeah.
What's that?
What is this stuff here? Shout out to all these cards here for being on the map.
But yeah, well done to Anthony.
Do mine then.
Yeah, well done to Anthony. You did really well. Really proud of you. Congrats on the top 32. I think you should have won, but that's like misplay.
Such
It
is
happens. I think it never got to you, but you did good nonetheless. Well done.
Cool.
So yeah,